Hello, my ravens. It has been a while since I have uploaded a video, and I actually wanted the next video that I was thinking about it for a while because I don't know, lately I've just been thinking about all the people that are affected by this virus and all the people that are continuing to go to work, especially the healthcare workers that are, still exposing themselves to risks to try to protect people and heal people and take care of people. And it just got me thinking that I wanted to make a video just I don't know, kind of a mix of appreciating them, being grateful, and that's what the video is supposed to be about. And I guess I just didn't exactly have the time or didn't take out the time to do it. But I think, excuse me, after getting the news that I just got, I think I really wanted to just do it. So, a heads up, this video is not rehearsed. It's completely whatever comes out, comes out. So, it might be a little bit of a rant, and I'm sorry. It might be a little long, but I just feel like I need to get it off my chest. So, whenever I hear of any kind of like natural disaster or any kind of just disaster, it really, really gets me thinking, and it makes me feel very sad and heavy. And right now, my mom came and told me that there was an airplane that was carrying almost like 200 people, and it crashed in the city. I think in the city that I have some family in. And I asked, like, is everyone okay? Like, is everyone okay on the plane? And then she's like, no, like almost everyone died, and the pilot tried his hardest to try to land the plane safely, but in trying to land it safely, I believe he got it low enough to the ground, but then it crashed into a whole bunch of houses, like in a neighborhood that we are familiar with, actually. Well, my parents are familiar with. So it was just kind of super sad and shocking. And immediately when I hear things like that, the first thing I think about is, like these people had plans. They were going somewhere. They were probably excited. They have families. One day they're there and they're like, listen, I'll see you soon, or bye, I'm leaving, or I'm coming to you, and then they're gone. And it kind of just gets you thinking, like, we make all these plans and we just never really know. We just never know if they're going to happen. For example, I have this plan that I want to move out eventually, and then I'll do this, this, and this, and this. But I am so glad that I am really trying my hardest to not wait. And the simplest example is I was going to wait to do sub feathers and put them on that wall that you kind of can see behind me after I moved out. Because I'm like, what's the point of putting up the feathers and then going into a moving truck if I'm going to move out or whatever, and then it gets destroyed, blah, blah, blah. But something in me late, like in the past month or so, I think it's probably something to do with Ramadan. Honestly, I believe that this is a blessed time. Just got me reflecting on my life, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I didn't necessarily think of like, what if I die tomorrow? But that's a good sentiment to have. What if I die tomorrow? Then I would have wasted all of this time just thinking like, one day I'll get to do this, one day, and then that one day never comes. And for these people, that one day didn't come. Whatever they were planning to do, it just never came. And it really shakes you at your core, and it makes you feel so sad for the people. And like, I think what gets me most scared is like, in that moment, right? Like, they were probably so scared. And I always pray that whenever my time comes, I don't want to die like that, because it's just, I just want to like die in my sleep or something. And, I'm not just getting emotional because, oh, it was like like I think my mom said it was a Pakistani aircraft. I'm not getting upset at, it's not a race thing, like, oh, because I'm half Pakistani, it's not like, oh, it's my people. I had the same kind of reaction when the whole Kobe Bryant thing came out. I wasn't like, oh, we lost Kobe Bryant. It was, we lost, yes, we lost Kobe Bryant, but we lost a person who had a daughter, who had a wife, he had a family. We lost people in the aircraft who also had families, who also had people that love them, care about them. So I think, and that's why I think when I streamed that day, I was upset at people who were just hyping up the fact that it was Kobe Bryant, but they're focusing on the fact that we lost a basketball player, but I was focusing on the fact that we lost a person, and all of the other people in the aircraft as well. Yes, I know a lot of people grew up with Kobe Bryant. Yes, I understand that he was a big part of their life, but I think a lot of people were focused on the fact that we lost this basketball legend. But at the end of the day, we aren't our profession. We are a person. We're a human being. There were I would have understood if people said we lost a great, beautiful, good person. We that I would understand, because you're mourning a person that's lost. And I feel like when you focus on their profession, you're kind of placing them as this, it almost like detaches them from being human. I don't know if I'm explaining this properly, but in my head it makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, and I'm sorry if this is coming off as super disrespectful, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Kobe Bryant at all. I'm more sad at the way that people focused on his profession, and less on like just him, you know. But then of course there were other people who were just like mourning him as a person, and as the thing accomplishments he made, all of the lives that he touched, which I thought was beautiful. And another thing that I was upset about is that people forgot about the other people that were also in the aircraft that also passed away, that also deserve to be remembered and thought of and mentioned. I digress. My point of this is to just be grateful that, and just kind of empathize with the families that have lost loved ones, not only in this disaster, but all the other disasters that have come about. And the reason I guess this hit me so hard is because I was already thinking and like empathizing with all the people that have been affected by the virus. And like I was already in that train of thought for the past few days, like just thinking about, I can't remember exactly why it hit me so hard a couple days ago. Like I knew about the virus, but it just, I don't, I honestly, like, I haven't quite figured out why it really started hitting me. Honestly, guys, honestly, it could be that whole news that I saw about that guy. I don't know if you guys remember on my stream, I was talking about this guy who was a healthcare worker, and he started feeling ill. He went home, started feeling ill. He told the hospital that he worked at that he couldn't come into work or something, and I think they forced him to come into work, and then he died. It's like something like drastic like that. And then Skittle Farts came by my stream, and she's a healthcare worker, and I started talking to her about that. And I think that conversation really got me thinking, because as I was talking to her, I was like really taking it in and thinking, and she was like, that's the sad reality. There are a lot of healthcare workers that are not protected and not taken care of, not given proper tools. So I think that's what really started getting me thinking. So I was already thinking about that, and then this happens on top of it. I'm like, bro, like, we need a break. Like, we're already dealing with all of this, right? And then this happens on top of it. So anyways, it doesn't really matter why I'm thinking about this. The fact is that I'm thinking about this. It was bothering me. This whole thing bothered me, made me sad, made my heart heavy. And I'm just sharing this with you all so that we can try to be grateful. We can try to remember to be as good of a person as we possibly can, because that's what we leave behind, right? Like, all of our money, all of our things are left behind. Everything that's here, God forbid I die tomorrow, I don't wake up, everything is just left here. And then my family has to figure out what the hell to do with all my stuff. Like, just take a moment to think about that. Look around your room and think about all the things that we prize and we value and we love. And that's not bad. But just think about how much emphasis we put on that, and how little of an emphasis we put on trying to be just good people and fighting against, the bad part in us, and trying to push the good forward and be the light, and just not let the darkness snuff out the light. Is hard. It's very difficult, but that's what's so beautiful about life. It's the fight, I think, that makes it beautiful, in my opinion. Like, when you come out victorious and you are given an opportunity to do something bad or hurt somebody, or do something, unethical or whatever it is, and you come out on top, you can look back and be like, it was hard, but I did it. And I know I'm talking about like a million different things right now, because there's a million different things going through my head right now, but I'm trying to tie it back to the incident, living each day like it's your last. I know it's super cliche, and I know it doesn't always work, because I'm not trying to talk like, oh, I'm so much better than everyone. I'm saying we, because I struggle with this too. I struggle with being grateful. I struggle with making every day count. I struggle with not planning for the future and not leaving everything like one day, and doing things today. I struggle with all that. I'm human. We're all human. But the fact is, we just need to think about it. We just need to be conscious of it. We need to be consciously trying to be good people, if that's the life we want. We need to consciously try to improve ourselves, again, if that's the life we want. We need to consciously try to be realistic about our goals, and the goals that can be met today, the things that can be done today, just do them, because we don't know if we're ever going to make it to that one day, right? And then on top of it, I want to take this video to be grateful for the fact that, you can apply this to your life, because I don't know what's happening in your life, whoever's watching this, and be grateful for the fact that I'm healthy, I'm happy, I have a loving family that cares about me. I'm not, ailed by any negativity in my life. I have not lost my job. I am able to work from home. I can see, I can taste, I can have the good, like, I'm blessed with having a decent meal in front of me. There are so many things, and again, I'm not being grateful to like flaunt it. This is me forcing myself to look around me and realize the things that I'm grateful for, because it is so hard. I acknowledge, I accept it, I recognize, guys, if you struggle with this too, I see you, I understand. It is hard to be grateful, because sometimes I get so negative and I look around me and I'm like, I don't like this, I don't like this, I wish it was like this, why isn't it like this, I worked so hard, why can't I have this, why aren't things different, why isn't time speeding up, like I need to be there, why am I here? But sometimes we gotta slow down, baby, slow down, and just think about what is the good, right? And sometimes when we take that 2 seconds to just look around and what is good, we see good. We need to see good. We really do. It's hard, but we have to, if we want to just live a positive life, if we want to make a positive impact, which God willing, I hope I am. I really hope I am. I think I would be so disappointed in myself if I knew that I wasn't doing something good, spreading some kind of good. That good loving I talk about, it's the real deal, man. I want to help people. I want to heal people, whether it's through my streams, it's through my videos, it's through our conversations, whatever it is, because I know that when I'm going through stuff, or when I'm struggling with things and I have good people around me, or I have people that at least will notice me, see me, recognize me, it makes a difference. And that's all I want to do. And as cliche as it sounds, y'all can believe me if you want. If you don't, I really don't care. But those who know me know that that's what I truly want to do. And I hope those that don't know that give me a chance to get to know that that's who I really am. I know someone called me one time, you're like a walking Hallmark card. And he said it like halfly joking, halfly out of spite, but half as like admiration. And he said that there's nothing wrong in that. I don't see anything bad in trying to be positive. I don't see anything. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not like, trying to be bad. There's nothing wrong in that. And I know so often that's looked down upon, and you're kind of called fake. You're kind of called like that's not the real you. But baby, you need to know the real you, and I know the real me, and that's honestly what matters. Bottom line is, let's just try to be the best version of ourselves that we can. Let's try to improve every day. Let's try to just live as much as we can for today. Make a list of things that you want to do in your life and try to work at them. Even if you're not going from 0 to 100 and achieving your goal today, let's try to make sure that we're inching closer to that. And we're not leaving it like one day I'll do that. We're inching, right? Baby steps. We're going to get there. It's just baby steps. And the other thing that I want to say is those healthcare workers out there that are actually putting their lives on the line to earn a living for their family, protect people who are in the hospital, in care, take care of them. Honestly, I pray for you guys every time I pray. And I pray for all the people that are affected by the virus, that are exposed to the virus, that are not exposed to the virus, but I pray for their protection. And for those exposed to the virus, I pray for your recovery, your speedy recovery. And for all the people in the world that are affected by poverty, hunger, political oppression, social oppression, religious oppression, marital issues, relationship issues, family issues, what else do I always say? Health issues, any kind of turmoil, war, which I guess falls under political oppression-ish, war. I pray for things to become easier for you. I pray for you to be granted relief from these difficult times in your lives. And I'm not just talking about the virus, I'm talking just in general. These are thoughts that I think about often, about people in the world that are suffering. And I pray for you to have the strength to get through those difficult times. And I also pray for things just to get better for you, and for you to have peace and happiness in your life, true peace, and again, be granted ease from these hardships. So you can choose to join me in on that little sentiment, prayer, thought, whatever you want to call it, or you can just listen, and that's completely fine. But really, this video had to be made, and I feel so much better after making it. Honestly, I tell you guys this all the time. Sometimes these videos are more for me than they are for you guys. But if you guys watch it and you enjoy it, you walk away with something wonderful, great. If not, that's fine. I feel better. So, again, recapping, let's just try to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. Let's strive for improvement every day. Be that good person that we possibly can as best as we can. Spread that good love in. Do your stop, drop, and loves. Do them because they make a difference in people's lives. No pressure, but it's something beautiful to do, in my opinion. And I know I sound biased because I came up with it, but listen, love is not, I don't own love, right? I don't own spreading love. So if you don't want to call it stop, drop, and love because you're just like, well, I don't want to follow Raven, do your thing. Just spread that good love, and it doesn't have to be a stop, drop, and love. Do your own version. I honestly don't care. Just spread it. Spread that goodness. We can really heal. I truly believe if everyone did that goodness, push that goodness out there, we could heal, man. We could heal in by numbers. So yeah, that, and again, the recognition for the healthcare workers and not even the healthcare workers, the firefighters, the people that are like providing those kind of public, I think they're called public services, those services where they're helping people, they're protecting people, they're taking care of people. All of you, not just healthcare workers, all of you that are out there exposing yourself, taking care of people, putting your lives on the line, whether it's the virus time or any other times. My heart is with you. I think about you. I pray for you. And I pray for all of us to be granted ease out of this virus and all of the other difficult things that I mentioned. People that have been suffering from financial issues as well. Those are the other group that I pray for. Coming! I gotta go, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God willing, I'll see you soon. Take care, and Raven out.